Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I do want to begin by saying I'm sorry if the lighting's kind of weird today where I'm recording. It just, at least to me right now, seems a bit dark in here, on camera, but really it's quite well lit. Anyways, but to begin from the Prism Oracle deck, the Sweetness card, as well as Growth. Loving these two energies to begin because it feels like sweet results, sweet, okay, reflection is coming to be. And it may be a day where you find love and appreciation, or one or the other is taking a highlight and being expressed and gifted to you by one, if not multiple, different souls. But it's a day, as my voice shakes a bit, where things are growing for you. You may find there's a focus on a connection and the growth that you wish to see come to be, or simply organically, naturally coming to be, throughout this energy period. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's also, for a lot drawn to the reading, growth coming to be and even desired. You're hungry for it in regards to a project, a business, could be something in regards to a job situation. Financial growth is also significant, but it does feel like a time for you where trust is on the mind. And I want to say even the lack thereof which, or maybe even partial trust between you and someone else, maybe you and other people. I know, for me specifically, it's going to be in regards to who I feel at this point. I can trust her, can't fully trust within my serving job. All right. So you're going to need to think about that at a certain point in order to navigate strategically, in order to avoid, to maybe bite your tongue at certain points. Not always it's not always that black and white, that easy, especially if you're spoken through by spirit like me. But it will be a day where, being strategic in that sense and biting your tongue once again will be important. Okay, oversharing is not going to benefit you at this time. But disruption as well coming out, because I feel as if there are certain disturbances, things getting in the way, things maybe even affecting you negatively energy-wise. You're feeling maybe even distracted is what I'm getting, a little bit spacey, but hard working for a lot drawn to the reading. Let's shift on forward and pull some tarot. I feel like you're going to be given an answer that you've been looking for recently. It's coming straight from a spirit of importance. They're not on your team of guides, but they're giving you this answer that you've been longing for, maybe that you more so need, and this is going to help you in the upcoming week or two. And for somebody drawn to the reading, it will help you with the choice of importance down the line. But sorry, the cats are just running around like little psychos, the kittens. But the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands, I love when these two pair together because it automatically, typically gives me a speaking your way to victory, okay? Creating victory and other levels of success within your world by using your voice of importance. But it may be a day where you're busy, like I will be, and the day just simply speeds on by. That was strategic wording. Simply speeds on by. But when you feel tense, when you feel at a certain point, maybe even a little bit stiff in regards to speaking, in regards to accomplishing, or just in general, take a deep breath in that moment, even if you have to stop what you're doing or who you're connecting with in order to do so. There's going to be a true benefit stemming from that. You'll be able to proceed forward or simply do nothing in a more comfortable, less uptight or uncomfortable way. Does that make sense? But I wouldn't be surprised if there's one, if not multiple people in your midst throughout this day that is maybe even energetically connected to at a distance, that is simply going through it. But then it's this feeling of you brightening up the room with your energy, even though I don't see you doing this purposely. It's just that you're peaceful and productive, and you're definitely the energy to be desired within that situation, okay? But the High Priestess, something about your spirituality taking a focus in the eyes, the awareness of others, maybe you even reflecting a bit on past spiritual activity, all right? Or just occurrences, moments, same thing. But I do feel as if your third eye at this time, my friend, is wide open. All right, if we look at this imagery, with the eye on her hair there, it does feel like you're seeing things, feeling things out quite accurately. So your intuition is part of this day. It does feel like you, at certain points throughout this Saturday and surrounding it, are being reminded of how accurately you're uh, understanding people or better understanding certain energies at this time. And so, therefore, going back to the trust card, more than meets the eye. You're giving off trustworthy vibes, but then needing to be strategic in regards to who deserves, who's going to utilize your trust in the right manner, and who could potentially, stab you in the back or just leave you regretting gifting them at least part of, if not that full trust that they never and don't at this time deserve. I know that was heavy, all right, and a bit negative, but it had to come out. Now, they're saying self-growth is also part of this day, and I feel like that may as well be intertwined with your good looks, how you're shining, glowing partially, if not fully, throughout this day. And I feel like you're going to be pushed to slightly reflect in a down moment or two on how much you've grown recently due to a choice that you made. For me, it's going to be because I moved back to California, right? And shifted to this specific city. Even though it was frowned upon, even though and I feel till this day is viewed at as a worse choice in comparison to where I came from, going from Los Angeles to Bakersfield. But it works for me. It's a good choice for me. It's less spiritually and otherwise chaotic. So it's my choice, and I love it here. Anyways, but I do feel as if there's a leap of faith you're being prepared for, whether it's evident in the moment, those preparation moments, or not. 709, look up the angel number meaning, 709. Your world is developing at this time, and the soul growth, the changes that you have recently been through are supporting the world development, once again, the transformation, if you will, that's coming to be. There's an epic need for more success is what I'm hearing, and you're going to end up achieving that even more so moving forward past this Saturday. But they're saying eat up the victory that you are creating for yourself when it comes to your past efforts, paying off at this time, and even what you choose to put yourself towards or just apply yourself towards, and seeing current day efforts as well give you this victory and pay off. As I just twitched a bit. It's interesting because sometimes a spirit of just nonsense, negativity makes me twitch when I'm on camera, and I watch it back and I mention that I did, and you can't even see that I did. Does that make sense? There's also the focus on your dreams. You would not believe the long ass dream that I had last night. It took up, I feel, the majority of the 9 hours that I slept. It was wild. Felt so realistic and had certain cartoon aspects to it. It's just, to be a vivid dreamer is just a whole different reality, and it can be very confusing. But yeah, either way, even if you're not one to consider yourself a partial or full vivid dreamer, there's a focus on your dreams recently, and maybe even from the previous night or when you're napping throughout this Saturday. And they're saying there's also a focus on consciousness, okay, if I can even say it. But it does feel like somebody drawn to the reading, maybe more so someone else in your energy field that you're intertwined with or just is nearby, is fearful, all right? They're needing to squash their fear because it's contagious. Look at this. And I feel like it's because they don't fully see the way. It's because they have concerns, question marks, maybe even applying their past in a fearful manner to their current day concerns, okay? And they're saying if you find yourself trusting in the mystery, right? And therefore not fearing what lies ahead, but trusting that things are going to work out exactly as they're meant to, as they always have, with the good and the bad, lying within your past, then congratulate yourself and continue trusting in your individual path, your world, as again, things change and develop exactly as they're meant to. But the Seven of Cups, I wouldn't be surprised if you feel a focus coming to be on options for something that you're meant to, as I'm being shown the Fool card, leap into moving forward. Just saw 1010 on the timestamp. But this may be more so speaking upon you having a lot to get done throughout this Saturday, but maybe even more so not being able to get everything done that you have to, maybe already should have gotten done. But Spirit's saying when you feel that way, you need to remember that everything's getting done exactly as it's meant to, when it's meant to, as I always say. But they're saying allow for your determination, your voice of importance to assist with the victory that's meant to come to be. Remember, that your third eye is very wide open at this time. Your intuition is ringing true, and your spirituality is there to assist you. Okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Love and light.